Hello, Soundpeats new product in from Soundpeats. So this is one of the latest headsets we've got in, and we've tried out quite a few from them now at this stage. And this is the latest in for review. And it's got air conduction headset, 16.2mm dynamic driver, stable and comfortable to wear. RunFree Lite, and that's pretty much it. Charge time 1.5 hours, battery capacity 130 milliamps, 17 hours of talking music, which is pretty good. 10 meters distance, and open ear secure with BT 5.3 multi-point connection. So again, we're seeing multi-point connection, which is pretty good. So what we're going to do is unbox them and then take them off for review, and let you know what we think. And so far, we've been testing quite a few Soundpeats earbuds, and I'm quite impressed with them, I have to say, as a company as a whole and the products, and I'm hoping this will be no different. But that's what you get in the box there, and you can see your settings and all here. So it looks like you have access to the app, which will be even more good, as they say. In here we have got our cable, USB-A, USB-C, and this is the main headset itself. So these are probably more like bone conduction headphones, which we've seen quite a lot of on the channel lately, and these look like they'll fit really well. They've got a bigger kind of operation down here. You've got your buttons here on the side, you've got your charging port here, and you've got your mic there, and this side looks blank with no functions at all. And here is where the music is going to come out. So just a closer look there. There's your buttons array there, and your charging port in here, and a mic there. And that's pretty much it. So these will go on your ears this way, if you will. And this will be going around the back of your neck and resting on the bottom, so I wouldn't imagine it'd be jumping around if you're running. And that's how they'll fit. These seem to come in more over the years than the other bone conduction ones that we've seen, which should be more interesting and give you a better sound. And you've got, of course, Soundpeats logo on both sides there as well. So we're going to take them off and test them out, so stay tuned after the break for more. And we'll have more information then. We'll test them for a week or so. And you can see there as well, there's some kind of grill there too, which is pretty good. So just let's have a look at the manual. So you can see there you've got your track control and all that. And again, we'll be doing that in the video. And I'll just show you how to operate that. But we'll show you that in the full review soon. So stay tuned after the break for more. Hello, it's Soundpeats, I'm back with Soundpeats RunFree Lite. So I've been testing these out for a bit now, and in the unboxing I did mention that they're not bone conduction headphones, and these are air. Difference between the two, and the difference in sound is actually quite good. Now these do come with an app, whereas the bone conduction headphones I test, which I've tested probably 10 or 15 pairs now, never had an app. So why that is because you wouldn't be able to tell much difference how the sound is transmitted. But you have an app on these, fully fledged app from Soundpeats, which has been very good and consistent over the last while we've been testing it. And you do get to hear the difference in the sound, in the audio quality between your bass, your treble, all that kind of stuff. And it's really, really cool. And we're going to talk about that in a second. So they've got Bluetooth 5.3 multi-point connection. They weigh 28 grams. And sit nicely on the head. You're going to get around 16.5 hours with full whack, depending on what settings that you've got set up. And that's it. So overall, sound pretty good, better than I thought, to be honest with you. And something different. And I like the way all the controls are on one side as well. So there's no fidgeting around on both sides, which is cool. So for sound, music, they have a game mode as well, so lower latency. They sound good. And you have to understand as well, this is a different kind of technology than your inner earbuds, and it's kind of annoying with the bone conduction. They're not ever going to sound as good, but these sound pretty good and much better than bone conduction headphones, so just keep that in mind. So we're going to show you the app and get on to that. First of all, we'll get the music going. So it's a single tap for play and pause. like so. And you can change your volume in here as well. So what you'll do is just hold it down, and just, it's very hard to get the balance right, but you can see there, volume down. And if you want to put the volume up, you'll just give it a little hold like that. But the next one is skip track, which is about to say this. So it's just getting the space right. It's like kind of 1.5 seconds. As you can see there, we've got it now. So you can skip and reverse tracks, as you see there, just longer, press it for longer. And reverse, which you can see there. And if you want to bring up your voice assistant, you'll double tap on the middle button there, and you can see. And that's pretty much the controls in action there. Now, if you go here into this option here, game mode is a triple tap to change on and off here with the center one again. You've got your volume control here, you've got your adaptive EQ here, which you'll do a test when you're checking these out for the first time. Do the test, it'll run through some beeps and stuff like that. You've got your custom equalizer, and you've got your app in here, which has the full preset. I'm clicking too fast. So this is what you'd be used to with the Soundpeats app. But like I mentioned earlier, you wouldn't see these apps with bone conduction, but you do with this. And you can tell the difference between all of these parameters here when you are listening to music, which I found pretty good. To be honest, I didn't expect it to happen at all, which is good. Again, you've got your custom EQ, so you can just go in there and change that. And if it lets me, in here you can just drag the slider up or down, and you can set that to your own needs as well. So that's pretty much it in there. And that's all there is to it. You've got your adaptive EQ as well. And again, what these are good for too is you can actually hear your surroundings too. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And if your controls here, you have your controls all on this as well, which is excellent and quite handy. So it's nice to have them all on one side, and they've actually managed to get all the features through these 3 buttons here, which I think is nice and pretty good. And of course, on the innovative side. So that's it for the RunFree Lite from Soundpeats, their latest offering. Pretty nice, pretty clean. Not going to fall off your head. Ideal for those who are into sports, into running, cycling, or the gym. And again, you can hear what's going on around you too, because they're not actually stuck into your ears, blocking your ear canals and so on. And that's basically it. So we'll leave a link below to where you can pick them up from Amazon US and EU and all that kind of stuff. And if you have any further questions, do feel free to ask. By the way, these work really well, these buttons here. Nice and clicky, tactile, and have worked quite good for me over my testing. And they're pretty robust as well. So there's a lot going for them, and pretty cool. New technology again. For a lot of people, this would be a new kind of technology, but bone conduction has been out. These are done through air conduction, which is probably similar in some ways, but a different approach. But again, the design is what you're going to see when you see these kind of headphones hitting the market en masse now, which you're going to see, because a lot of companies have jumped on board. We've recently done quite a few of the bone conduction headphones, which you will start to see in shops more often, and especially in sports and fitness kind of settings and all that. So, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.